that I would like it to be today. My morning has completely been wasted by my mother and Dean, who really can't be asked, just saying to me, I know today is going to be a really tough day to you. I know you've got a lot of emotions going on today and a lot of memories. We love you. We're here for you. Um, don't worry. I'm sorry we didn't realise that, you were trying to move the things, and we're sorry we don't understand, the challenges that you're having, but we're here for you. And they're the people that I need. They're the people that I need. I need really good people because healing is so important. It's like, take away what's actually happened to me and what I've been through. Let's use rape as an example. Say I'd gone out last weekend and been attacked in the streets and pinned and raped, and I'd obviously been to the police and all of this sort of stuff, and I'm not, and the person who did it, was sitting in a police station. Then I would expect my husband, my partner, to be running me baths, to be loving me, to hold my hand, to tell me everything's going to be okay, that I'm strong, that what's happened wasn't my fault, or whether or not, I don't know, could have been in a dangerous place, could have been walking through a field. It might just been absolutely nothing I could have done. But that's what you need to hear. You need to hear that they're going to stand by you, they're going to be with you in court, don't worry, you haven't got to face them on your own. And that's what people need. They need encouragement. They need words of wisdom. They need words of hope. People need certainty, and they need certainty with people. I knew my mum would start saying that if I don't speak to her the way that I want, or this sort of thing, or keep it just about the kids and that she'll start pulling that contact off them. And you can't do that to kids. I've seen people do this so much. I've seen parents separate and then they walk away from their partners and they say, well, I'll see the kids when they're 18. And I've seen it so many times. And we wonder why we're in the world that we're in right now. And it all comes down to caring. Everything comes down to caring. Hence why it's called the care services. Hence why it's all about nurses caring. Hence why it's all about care in the community. Hence why we have this big word, care. When I very, 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 very first started Step Up Britain, I put a message up on my timeline saying, sorry guys, I'm just literally fucking up my wall right now. I've washed my brush and it's still a bit wet, so I'm having a bit of problems with my wall. I'm just in here trying. I can finally, weeks later, because I'd begged and begged and begged Dean to help me move the sofa so I could get to the back wall. And obviously everybody thinks I'm this superhero and this person that can do absolutely everything. And I'm, as a 5'2" woman who's only probably about 8.5 stone, and I'm expected to have the strength of a bodybuilder when, my vitamin B12 is sitting at 270 something when it should be up at 500. That's like worse than anemia. That's past anemia. That's way, 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 way below. That's your whole body not even absorbing. I could eat a carrot and my body wouldn't even absorb any of. I'm really not a painter, guys. I'm 100% not a painter. It's really sad me doing this because Dean paints white walls like absolutely anything and could have probably have got this done in a space of a couple of hours. But unfortunately, my hands and shoulders just don't. So for people that don't know, oh, by the way, I'm getting all the narcissist attack on me at the moment. I've got it coming from my mum. I've got it coming from Dean. I've got Dean posting all over social media about all narcissistic women. At the end of the day, mate, don't have children with somebody that you don't love. I absolutely fell and loved Dean like anybody. The women who claim that they've slept with him, whether they have or not, can tell you that's the one thing they always say, that, she thinks the sun shines out of Dean's ass. But, it's like today, I know, I've got Dean saying, oh, wow, I'm ringing the police. You're going to have the police coming to you today. It's just playing with my trauma. Everybody knows my trauma. It doesn't help me heal. What it makes me want to do is ring the police and ask them if they'll come and put the children's bunk beds up for me. I did think about it. I've been thinking about it, wondering, wouldn't it be nice if a good old Portsmouth police officer is watching my lives thinking, do you know what? I got a couple of hours free. I'm going to go and give that woman help. I've learnt what EDS is. I understand why she can't just do it at the speed. Wouldn't it be nice if a big fucking police van turned up at my front door right now and went, Miss Cotton, we've got our paintbrushes, missus. We got our rollers. We got our screwdrivers and our DIY belts on, and we're coming to give you a hand because this is real care in the community and we can see. So basically, I've got to wait until the 18th now to pay somebody to help me lift the sofa out of the room into the other room and put the boys' beds up. And it's like, you know, now Dean's coming tomorrow now. And it's like, well, no, you're not coming tomorrow now, mate, because if you can't be here tonight so I can go down and do my video and things that's important to me, if you can't be here right now so I can be in this room painting and you're with your boys, because it's really, really, really difficult for the boys in the house at the moment, because obviously I've taken over the whole house and people can say what they like. Are you helping? Yeah. Do you want to come and help on this wall over here then, please? Where's the other paintbrush? Get that little paintbrush, this one here. Oh, shite, Mummy's just painted Winnie the Pooh. I've just got paint on Winnie the Pooh. If you take that paintbrush there, and if I give you this little thing here, and I'm going to put some paint on it, but promise me, Shiloh, just do your best to not get it on the floor, okay? Seriously, how do you get paint off the floor? Because I've got so much on the floor as it is. So anyway, today I am still going to be doing a live about what I want to stand for today. And today is more about how people have treated me since what's happened, because that I think is important, because when your children... So 2 seconds, I've just got to clean this off to make sure it doesn't come off. Right, you take this paint over here. No, you're going to go and do this wall over here. So keep this on here. And if you can paint... Yeah. If you can paint... Oh, shoot, Mummy's now got the paint on the floor. Mummy's fault. It's all right, just wipe it on my shorts. Right, if you can... Oh, can I take that T-shirt off for you, please, dude? Because you're not getting a bloody Ralph Lauren T-shirt covered in paint. I can guarantee you that. Take this top off. You're not painting in a bloody Ralph Lauren top. No paint on that one. There we go. You're not painting in that, I can tell you that. Right, go on then. Just don't paint the plug sockets. Just paint the wall, okay? A wiggly worm. Do you know what? No. Go on then. Do you painting? That's it. So, but the thing is, I couldn't have done this earlier. So basically, I've been held off another week. Just for when Josie came and gave me a hand. She couldn't help for too long. And bless her, Cotton Socks probably had me in the middle of a real breakdown, feeling really crushed by everybody at the moment. And, you know, so take a rape for an example. Say a woman in Africa, and us in the Western culture, we are not even that much better. Okay, we don't burn people to the trees and, you know, we don't abandon them in the same ways, but we're not that far off it. If a woman was to be raped in other cultures, I don't just want to label... Oh, well done. You're getting more done than me, dude. The chances are a husband wouldn't take back a woman that was raped because they're considered... No, you can do all this bit in a minute, because they would be considered contaminated. And not only that, they would consider it a dog. So imagine how a woman or a child, even a child, imagine how a woman or a child, even a man, men get raped. Men get raped just as much as women do. You know, imagine if a man is RAAP'd. My kids are going to know about all this stuff. It's stuff that's going to be talked about them, talked around them, because it's something that everybody has to safeguard themselves from. But say a woman or a man or a child is raped, and they go to the hospital, and the hospital treat them like an AIDS victim. contaminated. Oh, I can't touch you. You're dirty. You've just been raped. And then they come home and their dad doesn't want to speak to them because they've been violated. And their mum ain't interested. And their husband turns their back on them. You're talking double grief. You're talking double abuse. So you're talking somebody is going through... you stay to that wall, please. Somebody is already been hurt. Yes, you can hurt. The only challenge that we've got is we haven't got a paintbrush left.
Yes.
No, that one's not working. You can try that big one, but that's the big one I've been looking for. Let me just have a look and see if we've got another paintbrush in here a minute.
Paintbrush.
We must have another paintbrush somewhere. Down. This is where I can't wait. Oh, hang on. Here we go, dude. Oh no, that one. Seriously, I need some proper paintbrush cleaner because I'm not actually maintaining my brushes after cleaning because I'm only buying cheap ones. So, dude, we're sort. Oh no, here we go. There we go. There's a paintbrush for you. There you go.
I don't like small ones.
Well, you have my one and I'll have that one then. Right, mine that way.
Love that big one.
Yeah, you can use mine. Right, you have to use the wall that I've just showed Shiloh, yeah? So today is sort of split. No, not in that room. Watch where you put the brush because I don't want the paint on the floor. No paint off the floor, paint only on the wall, okay? This is going to be interesting. You can have some more paint at any time, it's not a problem. So it's exactly the same as when Aaron and Faith are taken. You know, my father abandoned me. My mother continues to use...
My Prince Charming is in trouble.
Who's in trouble?
My Prince. My Vector.
Your Prince Charming.
Yeah. It was my Prince.
So anyway, for the next sort of hour or so,
A little wind-up boat.
a little wind-up boat, me and the boys are going to literally be in here trying to get as much of the painting done. Unfortunately, my back is burning, and when I mean it's burning.
I need one box full of that paint.
You need what, sorry, darling?
That thing.
No, use the lid, darling, and then I'll put some more on the lid.
A load of it.
Yeah, but I don't want it on the sofa. If you get please don't get paint on the sofa. Just in that space. Stay in that little space. You know, I've had more trolling. The social worker, like at the beginning, went, "Oh, Kelly's a cluster B psychopath. We're not working with her. You got to take the kids away." Blah 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 blah. And unfortunately, people still use that. So take somebody. I mean, my Uncle Sam, for a prime example, did a 9 years of a sentence, innocent. When somebody's innocent and been through something, they need people that believe in them. They need people who stand by them. Tonight, dancing for me was really important. And it was really important for me because all this has taken so much away from me. Even the EDS, it's taken so much away from me. Being a mum so young, you know, I gave up my life for my kids. No! Wall. No, not funny. If you continue, you will go back in the living room.
Don't.
On the wall, not the windows.
Is it going to get dirty?
Well, I've got to clean it all off now. That's the thing. I've got to find a way of cleaning all that off.
Oh, you're big. Mummy, I need some more on the lid.
All right, bring me the lid.
Okay.
No, hang on. I'll come over to you. I'll come over to you. Can you put the lid back down there? Because I'm just going to end up with it all over the floor, which is why I did not want you in here with me. I cannot. This floor's been damaged and wrecked as it is. I tried moving the sofa by myself, even with Dean in the house, and he still refused to help me lift the sofa. But I ended up crying my eyes out because I've torn all under the floor. I've like ripped the floor up, moving it by myself. And, oh, for God's sake, now I've got paint everywhere. And it's like both of them today. It's just absolutely disgusting. I'm sick and tired of people that think that they can use my kids, be it social, be it the children's father, be it my mother, friends, family, whoever. And it's like, whenever you set a boundary, straight away they'll go, you're this, you're that. And it's like, I can't be arsed with it because I'm not. It's like, do you know what? For nearly 5.5 years, Dean is the only man I've been with, right? Yet for 5.5 years, I have had to put up with that I have been with this man and that man. And all it's done is just made me look at him and think, what's leaking? Oh, no, 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 no. No, Shiloh, don't touch. Move me out the way. No, you're going to have to move out my way or that's going everywhere. Don't do that, please. Oh, my goodness, this is going to be a disaster, isn't it? Shiloh, that's not helping, mate. On the wall. Oh, my goodness.
We're using it as a racetrack.
Can I just flash some of this through quickly? Sorry.
Can.
No. And it's like, even like, you know, say someone come in and examines my job of this painting. No, you've got to do it properly or you're just going to go in the living room. Dean should be here, mate. He shouldn't be playing games with me today. He shouldn't be playing games with my emotions today. Any person in my personal life today, if they're not, like even my new friend, she's already been a more asset to me than anyone today. She's just said, I understand it's a hard day for you. Just let the emotions and feelings out. It's all part and parcel of the healing. And they're the people that I need. I need to talk about what I remember today. I need to talk about what they put me through today 8 years ago. And I need to talk about what I've been put through ever since my children were taken. Right, you're putting bits of plastic on the wall that don't need to go on that. I'm just going to have to go over this before. So I can only be judged by my own standards when everything that I'm doing is done well. But again, who cares? And it's about who cares. So today, I am glad to learn that I do not matter to my mother. I've asked her to pass over a birthday message to my dad. She doesn't care, not interested. Plays games with me. So I know that if I tried leaving Portsmouth, she'd just say, oh, I won't see the kids. And I can't be arsed with it because it's not fair, because these two little boys have to grieve people. Like from the moment my mum drops them off, Elijah cries. And the fact that Dean said he'd be a day or two, Elijah and Shiloh cry. They get up in the morning and they ask if their dad's here. And people potter on with their lives with no understanding. And it's like Aaron. Aaron used to do the same. That's why I spoke to Social in the first place, because I wanted them to help him try and see his dad. Because, you know, they used to watch Peppa Pig. And it's like nan, dads, granddad, uncles, aunts. All I've ever wanted to be to my kids is a constant figure for them. To know that it doesn't matter where they are in their life, whether it's a celebration, whether it's a challenging time, that I am a consistent figure for them. To know that as a mum, I'm always here. But I am sick and tired of fathers that just because they decide to have sex with somebody and they're not really in love with them, they just pretend they're in love with them. They don't really want to wake up and cuddle you in the morning. They're not interested in, you know, bringing health into your life. They're not interested in, they just want to slate you, and I'm just not interested in it. I've never slated Graham or James or Stephen or even really Dean. All I'm saying is today's a deadline, mate. My mum's proved herself to me today. All I need off people who love me is nice little positive thinking cards of me to tell me how great that I'm doing, the fact that I'm not an alcoholic, I'm not a drug addict, I'm not out hurting people. You know, I'm just trying to build a life and build a home and hope one day that I have a Christmas dinner where I have all of my children around the table, because I'm not a bad person, I'm not an evil, nasty person. I don't do nasty things. What, darling?
Open this back thing.
No, and if you get paint on that, that's it. If you're not in here painting, then you can't be in here. And I'm not having paint put through the house. So if you have any paint on your feet or your hands, you need to wash them and go in the bathroom first. So anyway, basically, until this room is completed, so literally until I've completed this, I can't move forward in anything.
Can you open this? Can you open this?
No, and I can only do it. No, it doesn't open. I'm not doing it. What is it?
It is open. It's a bus.
Right, sorry. But I'm not doing this right now. I have to paint. That's it. No, I can't get the bus open. There you go. I've done it. I've done it. Can you get down from the ladder, please? So basically, Dean's like, oh, well, I'll come tomorrow. No, mate. I want to be down at that Guildhall at 9 o'clock. I want to be there and I want to do what I've got to do. And if Dean can't be here to be with the kids so I can do this, because I can't exactly do it and watch my kids at the same time. And it's like, put them in nursery. Well, where's a nursery provider on a Sunday, hey? I need family. I need friends. And one thing that is clear to me, I don't have family. I'm a mum. And, Dean, if you're watching, mate, if you can't be asked getting yourself here, you're done in my life for good. No, I won't ever take your kids from me. But you won't be coming in my home using it as a free home where you don't pay rent, you don't pay the bills, you don't pay the shopping. Yes, you'll get some milk. Yes, maybe every 2 or 3 months you'll send me 20 quid. Yes, you'll get your boys Christmas presents that have got no sense to their lives whatsoever. And yes, you have brought them some trainers, but it's not good enough, mate. It's not good enough. I need to work, provide for these boys, buy a home, live a life, and I'm not willing to give my time anymore. I've been on CP, and Josie's actually come and helped me move to the next level. And chances are she might even ring me today to see how I'm getting on. But the hassle I've had today hasn't helped me stay focused, hasn't helped me move forward. I haven't had my mum say, look, if Dean doesn't turn up today, don't worry, I'll take the boys out for a walk. I haven't had Dean saying, don't worry, Kelly, I'm going to get there. I haven't had Dean saying, I'm so sorry, I didn't realise the flat was like it was. On this wall now. And I'm on my way. Nobody wants to give me any form of certainty. Nobody wants to seem to have some form of peace in their lives. And I'm not willing to have people sitting in my house thinking that my house is a hotel and a junkyard and a squat. It's my home. It's my place of peace. It's the place where people in this home speak to me in a lovely, kind way. And when they do come in, they're very respectful and they say hello and they don't just sit on my sofa and sit on their phone in their little secret world. I can't even ring Dean, mate. I'm blocked. So I can't be arsed with it. I'm not the narcissist. I thought I was. I really did. I've done everything to think I was. Tried the therapy, done the courses, and every single one of them will say, Kelly, you're not the narcissist, you're the people pleaser. You're the one that attracts the narcissists. So, anyway, I have a big heart to cover over because I thought this was all going to be a family thing that we were all going to do together and fun and be covered in paint and have lovely little pictures and make memories. I thought today I would have a day that's important to me, but apparently I'm just a mum, and apparently all I am good for is to keep a home and to drop kids off at school. Apparently I have no purpose, no meaning, and I don't really mean anything. So, fantastic, great. Wow, feel the love. Isn't it lucky that Jesus is in my heart? The Lord loves me, mate. And I actually have a really healthy respect and love for myself. And I see what I go through every day, and I don't play a victim. It's not about being a victim, mate. The live is alive. I was at my appointment that I've been waiting since we've come to Portsmouth to have for 5.5 years, and you weren't there. And you weren't there for your son's appointment either. And you don't give a damn that you actually do have children that do need to eat differently, do need to exercise. And like I've said, if you're really here for us, these boys would be the most amazing swimmers, because they would have been swimming with their dad every day because it's important for their health. Maybe not every day, but would have been working towards having a pool in our own home. For the boys, why not? It's achievable. Anything's achievable if you put your mind to it. But unfortunately, it's very difficult for me to put my mind to things when I've got people that think that they can keep coming in and out of my life. So I don't have any routine and any structure, and I can't hold on, even like if Dean's here. Get your hands off the wall now. You've just wrecked the only wall that's done. So anyway, I'm in here for the next hour. Well, actually, I don't think I am, because my left shoulder's just gone and my right wrist is about to play up. So maybe it's going to take me another week to paint this room. I don't know. But, I've got stupid games coming from me from Dean. Oh, I'm going to ring the police, mate. I'm going to have the kids taken off you. It's just narcissistic abuse. And do you know what? One day the police are going to see through it. One day when I do get all this together, and one day when I show people all of the different chapters of my life, be it when I had Liam, be it when Daniel was in the world, Aaron and Faith, be it when I was graduating it, be it when I've been sick, be it when I've been well. And I put all them chapters together, and there's going to be people who just realise that they just come into your life and they make snapshots. And they make snapshots based on their own perceptions, their own feelings. I don't know whether Dean's ever been unfaithful. You all know it was all plastered all over the social media. It was all done publicly when she said it. Hence why I talk about it publicly. Is what it is, isn't it? It happens. There's women out there and lie, and then there's men that cheat. You know, I get the feeling that I've been dealing with a man who just wanted bed for the night when I was in London, and thought he'd met somebody with a big house and had somewhere to stay and go, and, you know, smashed my laptop and my iPad, lost all of my work, all my court case at the middle of the point when I had 16 days left to go into court. Yes, darling. No, you can't go. No, not with the wall. I've put all the wall back. No, this flat is hard enough right now with everything upside down. You are not pulling out that wall. Put that wall back now. You are not pulling out the wall. No. Because I'm the one that's got to clean it up. No. So anyway, Dean, for every second that you're not here now, and for every certainty you don't give me that I might be able to pull something off tonight, no, tomorrow's not good enough, mate. And do you know what? Anything that you do from this point on won't mean nothing to me. And it won't. And it won't, because today meant something to me. Today was really important to me. And the trolls and all these people that have just caused for me to lose my focus, you know what? Today I let go of it. And I hope the Lord pours the hot coals on your head. You might find that massive big tests start coming into your life. And you might find that the universe starts teaching you a lesson on, you know, when people are going through hard times as it is, they need love, mate. Love. Lots of understanding, lots of compassion, lots of love. They don't need people putting more and more stones through their windows. And it's like, say somebody who's falsely accused of paedophilia. Do you know what? There's been people murdered, falsely accused. There's been people murdered. There's been people having their houses burnt down. And do you know what? The people who continued throwing the stones after the first person threw the first are worse. The worst. They are the worst. So anyway, I genuinely was an innocent mum. All I needed was someone to have my kids while I was at A&E. It wasn't even a school time. I had been moving some boxes and I'd slipped my discs and I was stuck in a kitchen with my discs out and I couldn't get them back in myself. And as an EDS person, I've been told I can't see a chiropractor. And again, all this money thing costs money. Health costs money. And do you know what? My kids have the same condition, mate. And I won't be telling them that they're lying. I won't be telling them that they're attention seeking. And I won't be telling them that, oh, if your knees are hurting, you can't play football. I'll be saying, give it a go, love. And if you have to come off, you have to come off. You know, if you do 5 minutes, you do 5 minutes. You get a whole game, you get a whole game. But don't worry about it, you know, you can rest tomorrow. And that's how I'll be with my kids, because that's what I needed.
Mummy, you can't get out.
Oh, be tight. You're still playing with that wall. I'm just trying to flatten all my kids' little paintworks on the wall. But really, Dean needs to be here. And if he can't be here, then, you know, you can't sit and have a nice little Christmas with me and think you can play Happy Families when you can't be here for me the rest of the year. You know, it's like people are for life, not just for Christmas, mate. It's not about just turning up and giving people a box of chocolates and something on Christmas Day. It's about being in people's lives. It's about when someone's saying, you know, this summer I really want to decorate, and you know you've got a little old granny and she can't do it herself. And she's going to need all of her sons and her daughters and her nieces and nephews to all come and give her a hand to get it done. That's what family's about. That's what being there for people is about. When people struggle, the amount of people that live in homes that they can't decorate themselves and they can't afford to, you know, get people to do it. Do you know every single person across this road at the moment is all decorating? We're all on it. We're all doing it. Yet I'm the only one that hasn't got a husband in the house doing it. They've all got Well, actually, the one at the end, she's doing more of the painting because he's the one with the condition. But, you know, it's not going as well because she's not a painter. But, you know, when you have a home, these are duties and responsibilities that you have to keep a nice house. You know, fences don't stay lovely and wooden just by putting a wooden fence up. You've got to treat them, you've got to paint them, you've got to make sure every season that you've done the painting. Gardens don't stay beautiful without planting seeds and making sure that they're watered. Bills don't get paid if money doesn't come in. And in order for money to come in, you have to leverage your hours, or you have to leverage your product or your services, or basically just sit on government benefits, never really being able to do or afford to do anything, living in a box with everybody else. And I've said this my whole way through. It's not my life. It's, you know, even going to the park the other day, I couldn't even go on the park without the systematic park leaders going, ah, and watching everything I was doing. And it's like, just fuck off. Just fuck off, seriously. I just want my own garden with my nice little park for my little kids with their little playthings, their trampoline and their little tree house, so I can bring their friends around and they can be in their own garden. And if we want to play music and have a barbecue, we can do. And if the police knock on our door, it's probably because they were invited. Sorry, darling? So I'll say it to you again, Dean. This is your last chance, mate. Get here and help and be part of this family. Or, I don't know, have a nice crisis at Christmas maybe, because I don't have to be an amicable woman. And you can keep running off to Fathers for Justice and running your little mouth off to them. But please remind them, mate, that, you know, you didn't want to sign a loan. You chose to have benefits yourself. You chose you didn't want to put the benefits together. You chose that your money's none of my business. You know, so at the end of the day, I have to think about me. I have to think about, you know, the fact that at one point in my life, I was having to stick tissue between my legs for sanitary pads. And it's like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. Yes, darling. You're all tangled up was because you were told not to play with the wall and you've continued to do so. And if you take the wall out there, Shiloh, right, I'm going to have to go, guys, because otherwise I'm going to have wool all over the place. And this is exactly why I need Dean here with his kids, not sitting on his phone, mate, reading to them, doing things with them. He started taking them out. And, you know, that man has the potential to be a fucking awesome man, but he just listens to everything everybody says. And it's like, I'll tell you straight, and I'll say it publicly again, no man, no woman, because I'm not a lesbian, has been with me since I kissed Dean on Downing Street. And I have been loyal and faithful. I have carried his children. Both his children are his. 100%. I'll even sit on Jeremy Kyle, mate, with a freaking DNA and a lie detector to prove it. I have just literally been here in Portsmouth, trying my best to just prove my innocence from what happened. Try to get back some form of life. Try to get back to who I am, not what all this made me, but who I am and what I do. And get closer to a day of the justice for Aaron and Faith. And if people in my life don't want that for me, then I don't need to be amicable to anybody. I don't need to let anybody in my home. I don't need to feed anybody. I don't need to do nothing. I don't need to help parents. I don't have to. I don't have to. I believe someone's told me that there's a really lovely Twitter page and people are actually thanking me. I've not read it. I've not seen it. I've just been told about it. You know, I don't sit there Googling my name for what people are writing or not writing. I only ever know all the other stuff because Lisa Bartle sends messages through to go, we've got our website back up against her. You know, cunts. Absolute cunts. Evil, vile people. They are. Bullies. Just bullies. And I'm not willing to be a bully. I don't put Dean down. I don't slate him. All I say is, mate, I need you. And if you don't want to be here, well then I won't need you anymore because I will stop looking to you. I will stop constantly asking you to be here for your kids. I will stop trying to invite you because I know you're going through your struggles in yourself. You know, I will stop trying to do things because, you know, you have to love yourself And I do, and I respect myself. All I've been doing is protecting these boys. And I can't protect these boys if I can't sustain a career, a home, and a life. And it isn't about a low-level doodah thing. I don't have to live low level. The system can't force me to live low level. If I want to private educate my kids, I can private educate my kids. Just because I'm sitting here on benefits right now doesn't mean it's not something that I can achieve. But I certainly can't achieve it with people that don't think that my life matters, who don't think that my book matters, who don't think that my journey matters, that don't think that my social media even matters, because it actually does. There's people out there it matters to. But the most important thing is it matters to me and it helps me. It doesn't help me in the way that it used to because of the trolls, but so be it. You know, it just says that I'm closer and I'll get there one day. And, you know, in the matter of probably not today, maybe not tomorrow, but at some point, you know, this will all be done. And at some point I'll manage to get the sofa out. Even if I have to ring the council and beg. And I will ring the police station. I will ring the police station and say, look, this is what you've all put me through, so can you please come and at least help me put a kid's bed up or something. And who knows, it's Christmas. Who knows what people will do. Be great PR for them. Well, we shouldn't have a tangled Right, that's enough. That isn't right. I've got to go, guys. I can't have this. Dean, yeah, you're a CUNT, mate. And it's not me you're letting him down. It's them. It's them. It's them. Kids need their fathers every day, mate. Not just when you can be bothered. Not when your social life is finished. Not after your art's done. Not after your thing. Yeah? I was told that I put my career before my children. My career is for my children. But it still means you have to be there every day. I have to work around my children. Because they matter. And every night, this bed is not in here, is another day their father is letting them down. So go off to your little fathers for justice, go on your little Instagram, make all your little trouts, call me a narcissist, do whatever you like. I'm not here to be a victim. I'm showing you that I'm a woman on my own here, and I expect the father of my children to have actually loved me before conceiving children, not to be playing games to try and sabotage a campaigner, which it's looking like that really was what it was all about. And if it's not, Dean, then you'd be on the first train, mate, and you'd be here making sure that you're in here painting, because my back is burning. I'm going to have to stop for probably another half an hour, get the boys out for a bit, and come back in here and try again. And I'm going to keep doing this every day. And in the meantime, that means that your boys, Dean, are having to live. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I can't even get through. Oh, my goodness, we've created a whole war. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I've got all this in here and I've got all their stuff out here. And if he wants the kids waking up day after day after day while he sits trousing me and sending me messages that he's here for me, never been here for me. If that man had been here for me, mate, I'd have gone to uni. I would have got my book done. I would have still been a mum. We would have maintained the house together. We would have paid bills together. And we would have stood by each other. And both art would have mattered. Both careers would have mattered. Both lives would have mattered. And more importantly, the boys' health would have mattered just as much as mine. But Kelly can't go to a gym now and train, can she? She can't keep her knickers on, mate. She has to screw every single person in the gym because she's such a whore.